Hello and welcome to week 2 of the 2020 General Legislative Session of Jake's Views and Review. I'm Senator Jake Anderegg and I will be your host in this video. Hey, I want to talk to you about a couple bills, well, about 5 bills, maybe 6 or even more. But we'll go through them pretty quick. A couple bills that were my bills that I was able to pass out was Senate Bill 92, which is the statewide comprehensive rail plan bill that passed out of the Transportation Committee yesterday on a vote of 6-1. This is the bill that's going to help us give the facelift to Front Runner and tracks the way that it needs, and also contemplate how we move people throughout the entire state in a much more efficient way. And truth is, if we can't get dependability, reliability, frequency up on Front Runner, we'll never justify spending more money on transit. It's just my opinion. Second bill I passed out was Senate Bill 39. This is the Affordable Housing Amendments Bill that also passed out of committee on a vote of 2-1 from Economic Development and Workforce Services Subcommittee. It now goes to the Senate floor. This is the bill that is looking to help the supply side of units throughout the state, as well as the demand side for people being able to stay in their existing units. There's some controversy on this, just that it's got a pretty high price tag, and I would say with our given financial situation in our budget, we're probably not going to get most of that. So stay tuned, it's going to change. Third bill is my Senate Bill 69. This is the teacher's out-of-pocket expense tax credit. So right now, throughout the state, no matter what teachers are being paid, the average teacher spends about $300 to $600 of their own money out of pocket for supplies in their classroom and whatnot. Well, I was talking to a bunch of teachers from my Senate district over the summer, and they said, yeah, this is a serious problem for us. And I thought, well, I can probably do something for that. So what my bill does is it gives you a tax credit up to $1,000 of actual out-of-pocket expenses. You can get a tax credit off of your tax liability. So what this does is it means that teachers will be able to actually have a greater take-home pay, which I'm really thrilled with. What this does is it basically says, instead of this money going to the WPU and then from the WPU to the State Board of Education and then through the school districts and the pork barrel buffet where the money gets taken away, money is going to bypass all that and make it right into the teachers' pockets. And I'm going to say that is awesome. So another bill, Senate Bill 91. This is Senator Dan McKay's bill, which is basically the repeal of SB 54. But it's not a full repeal, it's just providing an additional option for a party to decide which process they're going to follow. This, I think, is actually a good bill. It's going to help us move away from the controversy of SB 54. So keep your eyes on that. It has not been scheduled for a committee yet, but I think it should be this next week. The last bills I'd like to talk to you about are the gun control bills. We got House Bill 109, House Bill 115, House Bill 136, House Bill 229, and Senate Bill 87. All of these bills are being run by Democrats, except for Senate Bill 87. That's Senator Dan Thatcher, who is a Republican in Salt Lake County, West Valley Magna. And all of these bills are in some way, shape, or form going to restrict access to guns. And I am generally not in favor of these. A lot of the House bills I don't think will make them out of the House. I think they will run into a strong resistance. So I haven't spent the time really reading them much because I don't think they'll ever make it over here. But on face value, without having read them, I would be inclined to not support them. There is one bill, gun bill, that is actually kind of a pro-gun bill, which is Representative Cory Malloy's preemption bill, House Bill 271. And this basically says that restricting or prohibiting or access for guns is really handled at the state level and cannot be denied down at the city level. I tend to be in favor of that. I do know this might be controversial as far as what cities will, they don't like necessarily to have their hands tied, but when it comes to our Second Amendment rights, I'm probably going to be okay with it, but I haven't read the bill yet. I just have been told about it. I will take a look at that, especially if it's got legs, and we'll come over to the Senate. We're going to be hosting a couple more town hall meetings throughout Lehigh, Harriman, and Eagle Mountain City, Saratoga Springs. We did a virtual one this last week on Wednesday that I thought was really well. We did one on Saturday that I thought with Representative Moss went really, really well. But stay tuned. We're going to be sending stuff out on more of those. And just to wrap things up, I'm also going to be sending out a link to my survey. And on that link, I'm going to ask several questions about like where you stand on positions. One in particular I want you to take particular attention to is what are your feelings with Senator Mitt Romney's vote on the Trump impeachment? I'd like to hear where everybody sits on that. So as always, you can contact me. You can call me at 801-901-3580. Shoot me a text. You can shoot me an email at le.utah.gov. Follow me on Facebook at Jake4Utah or Jake4Senate, or Twitter, political_Jake. I look forward to connecting with you and hearing what your thoughts are. You can always email me, and I look forward to engaging with you. They're coming to you from the Utah State Capitol Complex. This is Senator Jake Anderegg saying catch you next time.